All right, good day everyone. Welcome back to my class. So today we are going to have another grammar grammar class for today. And what we are going to talk about is about relative clauses. Let me give you a brief explanations about it. Saya divide dulu ada relative sama clauses as for you to know, as you have known that clauses itu adalah klausa. Subject plus verbs atau bisa dibilang sebagai sentences boleh, but one clause is the same like one sentence, but one sentence can be more than one clauses. Sementara relative is coming from the word relate, artinya menghubungkan. So relative clauses is the clauses which relate one to another. So kita next dulu deh. And these are the relative clause or adjective clause. So the other name of the relative clause is the adjective clause. The connectors of the relative clause are adjective clause as this one. That, which, who, whom, whose, what, sama where, when, why, and how. These are several examples of the connectors of the relative clauses. And then another explanations about relative clause is that it is almost the same like linking words ya. Relative clause itu masuk dalam linking words juga. It is part of the conjunction. They are also the connectors of the sentences. But the difference from the other connectors are the relative clause is usually dependent clause. Hanya sebagai clause dependent saja. Let me go with explanations about the adjective dulu because this is adjective clause. So as I have told you, relative clause other names adalah adjective clause. And then let me remind you about the adjectives. Adjective itself itu you have already learned about adjective ya. Here we go. So adjectives is the words, or it can be nouns or any other words or phrases that describe or modify the noun and the pronoun. So every words that memodifikasi atau mendescribe suatu noun atau pronoun, it is called the adjective. So adjective clause, on the other hand, is a dependent clause, suatu clause dependent, just like an adjective, tapi functionsnya yaitu modify noun or pronoun, tetapi differentnya adalah this is a clause, suatu clause. Adjective clauses begin with the words such as that, when, where, whom, whose, which, and why. And each of these connectors of the adjective clauses have different kind of function, punya functions yang berbeda, punya konteks yang berbeda pula. Let me go with the meaning of the adjective clause. So in brief, mostly the meaning of the adjective clause adalah the meaning of the adjective clause connectors adalah yang di sini bukannya sayang, tapi yang connectors dari yang, yaitu suatu kata penghubung artinya yang. And then let me give you the examples, everyone. Pria yang duduk di sana adalah ayah saya. So yang di sini is the adjective clause connectors. Nah, clause-nya this one, yang duduk di sana. This is the adjective clause, yaitu memodify suatu noun or pronoun. Which one is the one is modified adalah si pria. So if you divide it, if you break it down, so pria dulu, and then this is the dependent clause yang duduk di sana, and this is the independent clause. So kalau seandainya nggak ada dependent clause, if there is no dependent clause, this one, adjective clause yang nggak ada, it become this one. Pria itu adalah ayah saya. This is the independent clause. You may remember ya the difference between dependent sama independent clause. Kalau dependent clause is the clause which cannot stand alone. Pria yang duduk di sana, this one, is the dependent clause. Kalau independent clause is the clause that can stand alone. That is the difference between dependent sama independent clause. And the adjective clause is the independent clause. Next, if you translate them in English, pria yang duduk di sana adalah ayah saya is this one. So start with the man, and then who sits there. So who is actually yangnya di sini. Who sits there is my father. This one is dependent clause, and this one is independent clause. If you have a questions, Miss, kenapa pakai who, kenapa nggak bisa pakai yang lain, ini ada explanationsnya. Okay, as I have told you ya, tadi sudah ada that, which, who, whom, whose, why juga ada di situ, when, and this is the functions atau the meaning functions lah ya, the functions of several adjective clause kayak such as that. Mungkin kamu pernah pernah melihat beberapa clauses atau sentences which use that itu. For it is used for modifying the noun. So if you want to modify the noun, okay, any kinds of nouns, you can use that. Then which juga sama. If you want to modify the noun, any kinds of noun, you can use which. Either that sama which is the same, has the same function. Okay, cuma lebih generalized adalah that aja. Okay, then next who functionsnya adalah modifying subjective noun. So, who that I use in the previous sentence itu adalah untuk modifying si subject, the man. Okay, it is usually used for human. Okay, be careful ya when you are doing who, karena pada dasarnya who itu is siapa artinya, so it is usually asking for the person. Okay, next ada whom. Okay, kebalikannya dari who. Kalau who adalah subjective position. Kalau whom is for object position. Every kinds of noun, the noun which is usually human, but it should be put as the object. Okay, nanti I'll give you the examples of the use of the whom. And the last one adalah whose. It is for modifying possessive noun. For your information, possessive noun itu pronoun. It is part of the pronoun like my, your, their, our, gitu. Terus mine juga bisa, yours, theirs, ours. It is part of the possessive noun. Okay, and actually you can modify them using the connectors whose. Next, and this is the examples here, everyone. Kalau that, you can use that is the house that my parents live in. That yang adjective clause is this one. Okay, be careful ya. But my parents live in is the independent clause ya, itu adjective clause ya. Okay, next ada which. The police said the accident which happened last night was unavoidable. The accident which ya is for the noun accident, and this is which happened last night is the adjective clause ya. Hati-hati ya, if you want to do the breakdown which one is independent, which one is the dependent clause ya. Okay, posisi si which-nya itu kemana. Okay, and for your information, which ini can be put without the subject itself. Kalau that ini kan ada my parents ya sebagai subject. Tapi kalau which-nya, they can stand alone. Langsung saja pakai kata verb. But again, you have to be careful when you have to use subject, when you don't have to use the subject. Biasanya sih berhubungan dengan meaning-nya aja. Meaning or the context-nya. Okay. So the accident which happened last night is the adjective clause ya. Kalau independent clause-nya, the police said the accident was unavoidable. Okay. Next, pakai who. So another examples of who is this one. Isn't that the woman who lives across the road from you? Who lives across the road from you? Isn't that the woman who lives across the road? Oh, okay. So dependent clause is this one. The woman who lives across the road from you. Panjang juga ya. But the independent clause-nya adalah isn't that the woman? Okay. Isn't that the woman? And be careful, Miss. Katanya pakai whom itu harus subject, but who di sini kayaknya bukannya object deh, bukannya subject gitu kan? Be careful because this is the question. Okay, as for your information, question itu pasti diawali oleh auxiliary verb. Kemudian you can start with that ini article ya. Itu dia barulah the woman. So the woman is actually the subject because the one that you want to ask di sini, the question ini adalah the woman ya. Okay, whom? Be careful when you have to use whom. I talk to a girl whom I really like. So whom-nya is going for a girl. Okay, and so I really like is to the girl. Okay, terus as you can see that setelah whom di sini ada kata I, sementara ada which ini hanya kata langsung saya verb. Ini this is the other examples of the adjective connectors, adjective clause connectors yang memakai subject setelah itu, because you have different contexts. Okay, it is not the what is it? We are talking about different kind of subject gitulah. And then the subjectnya must be mentioned, harus di-mention, harus disebutkan. So you have to use the subject. That's the use of the subject in the adjective clause. Okay, next. That is That is the woman whose name I always forget. So whose is for the woman actually. But because this is possessive noun, so what kind of possessions that woman has? That woman has Apa sih kepunyaan si woman ya? So name-nya. Okay, itulah. Yang mau ditanyakan adalah whose name-nya. That is the woman whose name I always forget. That is the adjective clause of the whose. Itulah si woman yang namanya si woman, saya selalu lupa. Itu loh woman ya. That is the use of whose. Sorry gak kelihatan ya. Ini dia. Okay, that is the woman whose name I always forget. Okay, next. This is the rules of the relative clause, everyone. Okay, relative clause is always dependent clause. Okay. Kalau mau beda, if you have question how to differentiate between dependent sama independent clause. Dependent clause is usually attached with the connectors ya. Biasanya harus harus attach nempel atau connector sama si dependent clause ya. Kalau independent clause itu without connectors it will be okay. Okay, next, the sentence should always contain the subject or the verb. The sentence di sini maksudnya adalah either main verb ya, independent clause ya, atau dependent clause ya. Okay, kenapa should have the subject sama verb ya? Kalau subject ya, because adjective clause memodifikasi suatu noun atau pronoun. Okay, nah kalau verb because you need to modify something. Okay, and then the way to modify it, the way to describe it is using the verb. Okay, next is beware of the tenses. Yeah, again, not only about the passive tapi adjective clause, relative clause, all kinds of relative clause should be related to the tenses. So please follow the rules of the tenses in your adjective clause. Okay, for examples, Mr. Jackson is a teacher who helped me with my math problem. Kalau kata help di sini berarti it means this is past simple. This is a verb too. Okay, even though kata who berarti dia independent clause ya. Okay, next, the relative clause has two principles. So ada dua principles that you have to follow in doing the adjective clause. Yang pertama adalah essential clause, yang kedua adalah non-essential clause. So principles di sini maksudnya adalah types ya. Satu essential, satunya non-essential. It will be different. It will be related to the subject which can be mentioned or not. Next, essential relative clause is it contains a different subject outside the independent clause. Maksudnya adalah there must be more than one subject in one sentence. So every clauses should have the subject. For example, this is one. The art class that Lucas takes focuses on the design. So there are two verbs di sini. Two subject. Yang pertama adalah the art, yang kedua adalah Lucas. Okay, bagaimana membedakannya? How to differentiate two of them? Ya berdasarkan konteks ya. Okay, so the first time you want to create a sentence, you have to decide how many subject you want to have. Apakah different to each other subjeknya or the same? Kalau the same biasanya will be combine aja dijadiin satu saja, nggak perlu disebutkan kembali. But if you have different subject to each other between independent sama dependent, you have to mention all of them. Next is non-essential relative clause. It doesn't contain any other subject. Tidak menyebutkan subjek lain, hanya subjek yang ada di depannya saja. Okay, the house on the left which belongs to Nicole. Belongs to Nicole is the adjective clause here. Is up for sale. Okay, so as you can see, after which biasanya sih, what is it? Not essential relative clause is from the connectors which. Who saja masih, whom juga masih, who juga bisa. Whom itu kadang-kadang doang. Tapi biasanya di which saja. Which belongs to Nicole. So which this belongs to Nicole ini adalah the house ya. Okay. Next, let me go with another examples. So I give you in both Indonesian sama English sentences di sini. For number 1, laporan yang sudah selesai harus dikumpulkan. Yang ya adalah suatu noun. Noun dia bukan a human, so actually you can use that atau which ya. So the report which is done must be collected. Hati-hati kalau pakai which, you don't have to mention the report again. So you can just continue with is done, sudah selesai, must be collected, harus dikumpulkan. Next, setiap mahasiswa yang mendaftar lomba harus terdaftar aktif sebagai mahasiswa yang mendaftar lomba. So ini mahasiswa, ini ada lomba, so different subject ya, so I have to mention all of them. Every students who enrolls for the competition, diperbolehkan. Every student who enrolls for the competition must be registered as an active student. Setiap students yang enroll the competition, yang mendaftar, must be registered as an active students. Who enroll the competition is the adjective clause-nya. And you don't have to mention the subject. Yeah, so sometimes who, sometimes which, yang tidak perlu menyebutkan subject, another subject. Harga cabai yang naik dikarenakan ada tekanan dari pemasok barang. Harga cabai ya berarti dia noun. Kamu boleh pakai which, kamu boleh pakai that. Di sini saya pakai that again. The chili price that is raised up is because there is a pressure from the supplier. That is raised up is the adjective clause ya. You don't have to mention another subject di situ karena sama-sama chili price. Next, perusahaan yang pimpinannya terbuka kepada pendapat bawahannya biasanya akan terus bertahan. So the company berarti you can use that ya atau which, tapi di sini ada kata pimpinan. So there are two different subjects di situ. So the company which the leader is open-minded to their staff usually stay. Which the leader is open-minded is actually the adjective clause. Okay. Next, ini adalah negative or question examples. Siapa yang membantumu mengerjakan PR-mu? Dia bukanlah wanita yang dapat dicuri. Ya, ini perhaps you can make it by yourself ya. Saya nggak perlu ngasih tahu lebih banyak because you have already given a lot of examples from me. Okay, next. Nah, ini adalah other kinds of relative clause, tapi biasanya berhubungan dengan adverbial clause. When, where, why, what. Okay, kalau when they have different function ya. When itu bukan artinya kapan ya. When it comes to the relative clause, dia adalah artinya ketika. It is asking about the time. Where artinya di mana, but this is not the question. It is asking you about it is a statement about the place. Why, mengapa, but it asks you about the reason. What, di sini adalah matter. Matternya apa, maksudnya apa, bukan maksudnya apa, what is it, what kind of things that you want to talk, that what. How is mannernya, bagaimana, how do you do it. Okay, let me go with the examples. When itu, do you remember the time when we almost missed the swim meet. Okay, when we almost meet the swim meet, bukannya when di sini is not the questions ya, but this is a statement. Ya, ketika kita hampir ya kan tidak bertemu pada saat berenang, do you remember about it? Okay. Where this is the this is the park where we can walk with the dogs. Where we can walk with the dogs ini artinya adalah di mana kita bisa berjalan dengan anjing-anjing kita. Inilah parknya. And this is not the question. Next, I understand how you feel about his death. Saya mengerti bagaimana perasaanmu about kematiannya. Okay, so how you feel is actually the relative clause ya. No matter what happened, apapun yang terjadi, I will still do it. What happened? Okay, so matternya apa? Okay, so what happened is actually the adjective clause. Sorry, the relative clause. Do you know the reason why he stole her wallet? Okay, why di sini is not a question ya. Question adalah ini aja nih, do you? Okay, why he stole he stole her wallet? Mengapa dia ngambil walletnya? Okay, pertanyaannya adalah apakah? Itu saja. Okay, other examples ya. Nah, ini dia. Ketika kalian pulang, jangan lupa membersihkan rumah. When you get home, don't forget to clean the house. Seorang pengusaha pasti tahu kemana arah tujuan bisnisnya. Kemana is actually where. An entrepreneur must know where his or her business goal. Kebanyakan mantan pekerja tidak tahu penyebab mereka dipecat. Most of the ex-employees don't know why they are fired. Dari kata penyebab ya. Oke. Apa yang akan terjadi ketika seseorang menahan napas selama 1 menit? What will happen when someone hold his hand breath for 1 minute? Oke, questionnya adalah di sini nih. What will happen? Tapi when di sini is a adjective clause. Oke, kelihatan ya. What will ya adalah question, when ya is the adjective clause ya. Nah, another one that you have to remember adalah reduce adjective clause. So every adjective clause can be reduced. Maksudnya reduce adalah hanyalah dikurangi 1 atau 2 huruf, 1 atau 2 kata, 1 or 2 words, but it doesn't change the meaning. Oke, hanya mengganti saja strukturnya sedikit, mengurangi dan mengganti strukturnya sedikit, but it has the same meaning. What is the goal of the reduced adjective clause? Reduced adjective clause itu tujuannya adalah untuk mempersedikit kata. Itu saja. As long as you understand it, you can use it in your daily sentence lah ya. Reduce adjective clause as an adjective clause which deletes, menghapus all the pronoun of adjective clause. Semua pronounnya dihapus. Okay. Dan juga connectors ya, which, that, who, and etc. Instead, the clause is changed into present or past participle. Okay, for your information, present or past participle itu, present itu verb ing, past participle itu verb 3. Depends on the meaning, depends on the context ya. Kalau present participle is usually for active voice, active sentence. Kalau past participle is for the passive sentence. Depends on the context ya lagi, depends on the meaningnya. Remember, reduced adjective clause is still an adjective clause. Let me give you the example. Nah, ini dia nih. Kalau active sentence is for present participle, pakai verb ing. Ini kita lagi ngomongin reduced adjective clause ya. So it means you want to change your adjective clause into a bit narrow, a bit fewer. I saw a man who was carrying an umbrella. So di sini kan ada who was carrying, and then you want to change it into reduce adjective clause hanya gini saja. I saw a man carrying an umbrella. Okay, so who sama was ya dihilangkan, and then you change it into carrying. Jangan lupa pakai verb ing ya. Even though ini nggak ada was carrying ya, hanya who carries, misalnya hanya membawa, nggak pakai was ya. Still, you need to still change it into present participle. Okay, it is for active sentence. Kalau untuk passive sentence, this one. The books which were published that year are expensive. Which were published. Biasanya kalau passive sentence ya, you have already familiar ya with passive sentence rules atau format seperti apa. Berarti harus pakai be, ada baru verb 3. Bedanya kalau reduce adjective clause hanya pakai verb 3 saja. But it should be for the relative clause-nya. So pastikan, make sure the words atau the clause that you reduce itu adalah adjective clause-nya. Okay, so it becomes the books published that year are expensive. Sama ini artinya the books yang dipublish pada tahun itu itu sangat expensive. Okay, next is changing the sentence. The people who work there got a raise last year. The people working, ini examples ya. The people who work there got a raise last year. Ini who work ya. is the thing that you want to change it, they want to reduce. Jadinya adalah the people working there. Okay. Actually, it becomes reduce adjective clause itu harusnya membuat lebih mudah adjective clause kamu. Because why? You don't really have to depend on the tenses. Tidak harus selalu depend on the tenses. As long as you know that the sentence itu aktif atau pasif. Itu aja. Next, the Coca-Cola Company, which was started in 1886, is still very successful. Which was started, yeah. And this is the thing. This is the clause that you want to reduce. The Coca-Cola Company started in 1886, is still very successful. Cars that have serious repairs will not be allowed on the road. That have serious repair. Okay. Boleh jadinya cars having serious repairs will not be allowed on the roads. Okay, hati-hati ya. So having serious repairs is the adjective clause ya, dependent clause ya. Will not be allowed on the road is the independent clause ya. Jangan sampai kelewat, jangan sampai ada yang terlewat. Jangan sampai ada yang kebalik, jangan sampai ada yang terlewat. Who's the guy who's playing with tennis with her? Who is the guy playing tennis with her? So, who is playing ya? Who is ya dihilangkan, tinggal playing saja. Okay, seharusnya reduce adjective clause makes your sentence easier to create. Harusnya seperti itu. Okay, I think that is the end of my explanation of you don't really see about tennis ya. Here we go. Okay, who is the guy who is playing tennis with her? Who is the guy playing tennis with her? Okay, I think that is the end of my explanations. Please also do the assignment individually because it is very important for you to understand the adjective clause, sama relative clause, sama adverbial clause because it will be in your final test and I want you to be successful in your any kinds of examinations of English. Okay, thank you very much for listening to my explanation. See you again next time, everyone, in the next meeting, and have a nice day, everyone.